Active listening is an important skill in enhancing communication. It can positively impact everyday interactions and relationships and help in avoiding conflict and misunderstandings.
Non-verbal cues, ours and others. It's not just about what we say. Over 70% of communication is unspoken. Body language, facial expressions, tone of voice and pace of speech can give valuable clues on how someone is feeling.
For example, a person who is talking quickly or with a higher tone may be feeling anxious, or a person displaying a closed posture, such as arms folded and legs crossed, might be feeling annoyed or defensive.
Being able to pick up on these cues can be helpful in guiding our communication. It's also important to be mindful of how our own non-verbal communication can come across. Using open body language, such as open posture, i.e. not crossing our arms or legs but sitting with our hands in our laps, leaning in slightly or nodding to show you are paying attention, all convey you are listening. Being aware of our own facial expressions and tone of voice will help to ensure smoother communication.
Ask the right questions and reflect. Open questions. Active listening is about being curious. If we ask questions that result in a yes or a no, it's difficult to keep the flow of the conversation going, and we're not really gaining information, and the other person can end up feeling interrogated. It's better to use open questions. They encourage expansive responses, helping to understand thoughts and feelings.
Examples of open questions include: can you tell me a bit more about that? How did that make you feel? What did you think about that? When X happened, what did you do?
Reflect back what you hear. Reflecting back what you have heard is a good active listening technique, and it can help to clarify your understanding to prevent miscommunication, because you're checking out that you've understood their thoughts, emotions or ideas accurately.
A useful way to reflect is to use paraphrasing. This is repeating what the other person has said using your own words, without changing the meaning. Paraphrasing often begins with, "So what I hear you saying is," in other words, "What I understand you to say is," if I hear you correctly.
Check your understanding by summarising what you've heard and giving the other person the opportunity to confirm you've understood them correctly. If you found this useful, look out for part 3 coming soon.